So I have a chick that has an injured eye. So I wanted to take a moment to just kind of make a real quick video on showing the treatment for an injured eye. I get one shot at this on the video, so pardon me if I miss anything, but a couple things just to real quick share is that whenever you're dealing with infections with poultry, you can be dealing with staph, so it's really important to wear things like gloves to protect yourself, maybe eye covering. So this chick is eating fine, drinking great, but about 2 days ago it just got an injury in its eye. It looked kind of like weepy, and then until the next day, the eye basically swelled shelf shut. This bird basically does have just an infection. Again, this is not an illness. This is an infection in the eye socket. So everything I have out here that I'm going to use is, for the most part, one-time use that I can go ahead and discard. A couple of things I want to talk about with this injury is, first off, is with us all having chickens, you know, sometimes you do have to learn how to take care of things yourself because you don't have a vet that has the knowledge to treat poultry, or basically, being good poultry owners, you are responsible to having some basic animal husbandry. So this is basically, the eye is swollen shut, and the eye socket, the area is filled with pus, and that's what you want to be very careful of. The first thing we're going to do is this bird is very uncomfortable. This bird's eating, this bird's drinking, this bird's getting around just fine, but it's got a really bad headache. So what we're going to do is take some paper towels. I do not like to use cotton balls when dealing with any type of wound. They tend to fray a little bit. I've got some warm water that I'm just going to gently dip. It does help if you have someone else to restrain the bird. And just basically gently wipe that area, trying to get rid of some of that crud that's built up and that's actually keeping the eye shut. Once we're able to get the eye open, we are going to see some fluid. We'll see some clear fluid and some really gross white fluid. That white fluid, honestly, it's kind of like a zit, but as soon as it starts coming out, this bird is going to have immediate relief. I am not forcing the eye open more than it needs to be. I'm just applying gentle pressure and then getting that bad stuff away from the bird. This video is really gross. I will make sure I post how gross it is. It smells gross. But this is what bird pus looks like. It's just very different than what you would expect in a person. The newer the pus is, the more cottage cheese-like it is. The older it is, the harder and more corn-like or marble it is. Well, anyways, I'm going to work more on this off screen, but the next things I'm going to do for this little bird is I am going to basically get all that white gunk I can out of the eye socket. I am then going to use some terramycin, which is something you can only get at a vet. You'll basically just put that in the area. You know, that way the bird's going to get some relief inside. I'll generally put this bird on some antibiotics, quarantine it, make sure it's got all the fresh food and fresh water it wants, a heat source. But I actually do expect 100% recovery from this bird. Once we get the infection out of that eye socket, the eyeball itself is probably not harmed. It'll probably be able to see. Just needs a little bit of time to recover. Please let me know if you have any questions. Again, I had one chance at this, so thank you very much.